There we go. Awesome. All right. So, last time I played HeroQuest on the ZX Spectrum, emulated, we rescued Sir Ragnar, and the party consists of true Tonys. Tony, the elf, and we had Mac, the dwarf. Yeah, it was the dwarf. Mac. And we had Big D, the barbarian, and Ray, the wizard. So we're going to continue that adventure today. And the second one we're going to play... Hey! Havoc! Welcome in! Just in time for the start of the stream. So glad you could make it. We are going to play HeroQuest on the ZX Spectrum, emulated. And I was just saying that last time we rescued Sir Ragnar and got rewarded richly for that. And the barbarian and the dwarf were able to purchase a helmet. That means they're better protected. And today we're going into the lair of the orc warlord. And we have some guests. I don't know if you can recognize them, so let me see. The lair of the orc warlord. Prince Magnus has ordered that the orc warlord, Ulag, who was responsible for the kidnapping of Sir Ragnar, should be sought out and killed. Of course. Whoever kills Ulag will be rewarded with 100 gold coins. Any treasure found in Ulag's stronghold may also be kept. Let me just turn off the soundtrack of Party Hard, which is an awesome game. And because this also has a soundtrack, pretty nice one. And there we go. So here is the party. And the barbarian is the first character to take a turn, is Big D, because he was on the stream that day. So Big D rolls a 7. I have to move the cursor with the Z and the X for left and right, and the O and the K for up and down. Because of course the ZX Spectrum had a joystick and a button. So spacebar is the button. And the barbarian is going to take a look. And the barbarian only has 7 hit points. Normally he has 8, I believe. Because it carries over from the previous quest, which is not so in the board game. Unless you play continuously. You could rule that. Alright, so here is a goblin. I'm going to flank him, not that that matters, but I'm going to leave some space for the other adventurers. And please, if my microphone sound is too soft or too loud, or the game music is not loud enough or too loud, let me know in the chat and I will try and fix that. There are some kinks that I still need to work out. So, I'm going to attack. And here you can see the map of the board, basically. The dungeon. So this is the room we started in, with the axe being the dwarf, the wizard's hat being the wizard, the smaller sword, short sword, is the elf, and the broadsword is the barbarian. And this here, this little fella, that's a goblin. So you just hit it and kill it. There we go. So Big D slays a goblin. And that is the end of the barbarian's turn. He has moved and he has taken an action. So Mac, the dwarf, Mac, is going to, let's see, I think the dwarf is going to search here first in this room, because he might find some treasure. And let's do that. Find some treasure. 50 gold coins, huzzah. Which goes towards the shield fund. Or no, I got shields. I need helmets. That's right. The helmet was slightly more expensive than a shield. And then he can move, and I think we will move towards this door. Normally there could be a corridor. Although, because yeah, I think so, because I still have some room here. So I think this is still a room, and this then is probably corridor. I'm gonna risk it. I still have 2 movement left. Oh no, it's a room. So I will move here, position myself. I can't attack because I already searched. So sadly the dwarf is going to take a beating. unless he successfully defends himself. Tony, the elf, who I believe is with us, but perhaps lurking, is also in the party, and he's going to move there and hopefully take out that goblin. You know what, I'm gonna just go behind him, got plenty of movement, and hopefully take that pesky little goblin out. Here we go, hit, and Tony has slain the enemy, which is cool. This is going good. It's going well so far. Truly a fantastic adventure, worthy of bardic song. Ray the wizard. So Ray is going to move into this room. I'm not going to search for treasure with the wizard because the wizard has already bought a staff with all of his gold, and there's not much else he can buy except for a what's that? A kit that disables traps, which the others can do. Well, dwarf does naturally, and the rest can also purchase the kit, so he doesn't really need anything. So I'll leave this searching for treasures up to the others, but I can use the wizard to search for traps and doors. But I find nothing in this room. So we are doing well. Artyom, by the way, how are you doing, my friend? Have you been streaming today? And if so, what have you been streaming? And if not, I think the last time I saw you, you were streaming carnivores or something like that with the dinosaurs. Oh, you just woke up. Okay, awesome. Hope you had a good sleep. Well, Morcar has his turn, but there's no monsters on the board. So that's good. So now the barbarian is in this room. And he's going to search for treasure. A bottle of heroic brew. When used, it allows 2 attacks. 2 attacks. Must remember that. The heroic brew will let me attack twice. That is perfect for the barbarian. Alright, so our brave adventurers move on. Mac, the dwarf, has not yet searched. Well, this room has been searched for traps. Did I search for treasure with the elf in this room? Yes, I think I did. Yes, I think I did. So I will move that way. This should be the corridor. It is the corridor. The double wide corridor. And I will move the dwarf. Oh, this is dangerous. The corridor is often riddled with traps. But I want to take out those orcs. So I'm going to risk it. It's risky. Could step into a trap anytime now, but it did not happen. Fortunately. Yes. And now I will attack this here orc. And I kill it. Yes. Awesome. Doing well so far. I wonder, I'm not really hearing the music. But I know that there is music. Are you hearing music? Havoc? Hopefully. It's kind of weird. Because yesterday there was music. No music, yeah. Strange. Let me see. Let me see if I can actually fix that. Nope, this volume mixer. Is there anything wrong here? Oh, there's a lot of stuff. So we have, nope, that's basically it. OBS working nicely. Strange. Odd. Let me see if I can have any settings here. So you see them. There should be music. That's really strange. Anyway. No matter. No matter. So it's the next person's turn. That is Tony. So, Havoc, what are your plans for today? You just woke up. Are you off today, or do you have to work today? Are you gonna stream? Let's see. 1, 2. I can make it. Let's see if Tony the elf can also slay this orc. And indeed we do. We are very lucky so far. Doing nicely. Right, so all the enemies have been cleared so far that we have encountered. Yeah. There were no traps here. I only stream currently. Alright, okay. Just trying to decide between turmeric tea or coffee. Interesting. I've never heard of turmeric tea. I am a tea drinker myself too. I don't drink much coffee. Rarely. Alright, so now that I know that these spots are safe, I am going to search with the elf for treasure. 100 gold coins! Perfect! The elf did not have a lot of money last time. So... Oh, it was the wizard. Oh, I made a mistake. I searched with the wizard. That was not smart. I find 100... Of course I find 100 gold coins. Oh well. So... I'm gonna go this way. There we go. And then search for traps and secret doors. I find nothing. It's good for inflammatory pain. Okay, that's good. Hope you're not suffering from inflammatory pains. So, yesterday was a fun stream. I had a long stream. I started at 7 and I ended at about 11, I think. At which point I had to stop because, you know, I had work today. And yeah, it was pretty cool. We had Bennett's coming in, and Trutonis, and Mac and Big D. And I believe a couple of other people just popped in very shortly. Oh boy, you've had a severe back injury? Oh, wow. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope that can be remedied. That's... no worries. Alright, man. Yeah, back injuries suck, man. That's... Let's see. I haven't searched for treasure here, so I think I'll do that. Ah, a wandering monster. Wandering monster, but it has been deflected. It's an orc. Yeah, that's kind of a annoying spot there, because now the dwarf is blocking that single spot where you can stand to attack. So let's see what I can do about that. Or I could explore the other way around, because this wall is blocked here, and usually that is a T section. So I can go to the right and probably go around all of those rooms here. That might go around like this. So let's see. Yeah, and I just got home from... oh, there's nothing here either. I can't even go there, so this is a dead end. Alright. So I just got back from work. We had a little bit of fitness afterwards. And I had my dinner. And I thought, you know what? I got an hour to spare. I'm just gonna stream a bit of HeroQuest. See who pops up. Because it was so much fun. Now, sadly, I cannot attack from this space because the dwarf's here. I can stand here, but if I attack now, that doesn't work. So, I'm going to move here. And just end my turn, I'm afraid. Unless, let's see, which spells do I have? I don't have line of sight with the dwarf standing there, I believe. Yeah. I could cast Rock Skin on dwarf. It's gonna last. Perhaps, probably safe to keep that for when I encounter Ulag, because he's probably got some orc bodyguards. And that will be a tough encounter. Alright. There we are. Cramped in this little space. Now, do I have line of sight? Let's check. I'm not sure. I'm not willing to risk a spell simply to check if the wizard has line of sight with the dwarf standing there. So now that orc is going to attack. Ha! Buying that shield has paid off. Alright, well, the barbarian is going to have to skip, although he's got the broadsword. I might actually be able to reach in a diagonal. Nope, you can't see your enemy. The attack fail. That's unfortunate. Not sure if that was the wall being there or the fact that it was simply diagonal. Yeah, or maybe the combination of the wall and the dwarf. So now I'm going to attempt to kill that orc. Ah, yeah, kill it. Yes. Well done, Mac. The victory. Which means I can still move. So I will. Let's see, can I move this way? I can. This is the corner. And to once again risk it. So next time I can search this corridor. Don't want to waste too many turns. So now that this corridor is clear, the elf is going to search for treasure. Oh, it has been searched. Has it been searched? There was an orc. Probably, the game probably counts this as one big corridor, probably. Not sure. So, alright, there. And then the wizard lastly. It's going here. And then he's gonna move here and search for secret doors and traps. Nothing here. That's good. That is good. Alright, now Morcar is going to take his go, but there's nothing there. Oh, there's a Fimir and an orc there. Fortunately, which is a bit funny. Wait, everybody. Oh yeah, he's left there alone. Yeah. You can actually see the entire corridor when you're standing at the end of a crossroads here. But since the game kind of cuts up all of these sections of the board, the enemies aren't smart enough to cross from one section to another. They stay in their own little section. So that's an advantage that this video game has over the actual board game. Ah. I have searched this room, haven't I? Yeah, might as well. Yeah. Alright. Next. Mac. Let's see, which one was closest by? That's the orc. So I'm gonna move him towards that orc and fight the orc. And the attack fail was bound to happen sometime. The orc blocks the dwarf's attack. Alright. Tony, the elf, only has 4 steps. So I'm just going to move him here. And have we searched for treasure here? Ah, good. Potion of healing. That is always handy. It's especially handy because the elf also has a healing spell which he can use on others, so he can use the potion on himself if needed. The wizard. Just gonna move him here. My memory's so bad I don't know if I search for traps. No traps. I have. Once again, Morcar. Now the orc can attack the dwarf and wounds the dwarf. Look at those fantastic graphics. Oh, actually, completely forgot. Can do this. There we go. Hope that works better. So let's see here. Yep. All right. Sorry about that. And I can also maximize. Professional stream here. All right. 4 more steps to go. 2, 1. I think he is going to move here. Just wait. All right, Mac. You know what to do. Just slay that orc. Oh, yes. Huzzah. And we do have sound commands, if you want to try some. I wonder if I can actually use those sounds without typing the command, having these sound files right here. Let's see if that works. Can I? Let's see. Just, nope. Testing out the Streamlabs chatbot here. It's all new to me. There are quite a few things you need to learn when streaming. Alright. Mac can still move. I think I'll move, because this is a dead end, yeah. Move here. There we go. So, yeah, I'm gonna wait here and search for traps first, because I do not trust these corridors. Alright, Tony, who has been doing pretty well with slaying. So he's gonna try and slay this Fimir. Oh, wow! Slay the enemy in one blow. That's great. That's fantastic. Those are fierce warriors. Alright, well done, Tony. Alright, the wizard. The wizard is not going to go headfirst into a room. That would not be wise. So I'm just going to stand here, not search for any treasure. I could search for traps, but it's probably nothing here. It's too small. That's what I thought. So let Morcar have his go. There's nothing here. I have split up the party. I don't know if that is wise, but we shall see. I'm going to move him here, and then search for traps and doors. I find nothing. So far, so good. No traps in this maze so far. Is the game going easy on us? I don't know. And another room. Small corridor, which I will search. But for treasure, the dwarf is greedy. He finds 10 gold coins, which will go towards the helmet fund. Alright, Tony. There you go. Brave elf going into this room. There's nothing here except a table. In this very green room. I do not trust it. I'm going to search for traps. But I find nothing. Alright. That's good. That's fine. The dining room is empty. So, I think I'll move the wizard in here, and I need to go around this way because the table actually takes up 6 squares. You wouldn't say from looking at it, but yeah, these squares are all blocked. Hey, it's Manafe, welcome in, hello. Isn't HeroQuest also the name of the first quest for glory? The first quest for glory, I don't know. I do not think I've played Quest for Glory. But HeroQuest is, as you may know, the best game in the realms. It's a board game, and it has a really nice looking board, of which we only see what has been revealed so far in the video game. But it's a big square board, and this large center room is in the middle of the board. It has 4 quadrants and a whole lot of very cool miniatures and some 3D cardboard and plastic furniture, and it's just a really cool game. And one player is the dungeon master playing Morcar, controlling all the enemies, and the other players control, of course, the heroes. I will be streaming through Drakensang now. Haha, you inspired me. Haha, cool. Alright, I hope you will have fun with that, Manafe. Alright, so let's see. I've moved the wizard. That's it. That's all he does. I have a feeling that that room in the corner there is simply either an empty room or perhaps has a few enemies. Maybe some treasure. And speaking of treasure, I'm going to search for that with the barbarian. So on a hero's turn, they can do 2 things. They can move, and they can take an action. And the action can either be searching for traps and secret doors, searching for treasure, or attacking an enemy, or casting a spell, if they have spells. This room has been searched. Of course it has. The dwarf was greedy and found 10 gold coins. It should have searched for traps. So that was risky. But anyway. I wish I had people to play board games with. Well, you know, if you look for Facebook groups, you can often find board gaming Facebook groups, perhaps even in your area, that will host like board gaming nights. We have that here in Maastricht. There's a board gaming club, basically, just people who are a member of that Facebook group. And we often meet up at several different locations. Now, of course, we haven't met up in about 1.5 years due to the lockdown, but I hope that will start again soon. But yeah, we meet up in a cafe. There's a cafe that actually has an empty upper floor, and there's some tables and some chairs there, and we can just go there and you just simply place our order downstairs, you know, get something to drink for everyone, and they come and bring it up, and we can play games there, and we can play there all night, and that's great. It's really fun. And there's all kinds of locations. There's other locations too, and several days a week they usually plan stuff, and that's basically how I found people to play with too, aside from, of course, having friends that also play board games. But I mean, it's worth a shot. I'm very interested in the game, but not actually playing that one. So that's Drakensang, right? But I'm not sure if tomorrow's stream will happen. We'll see. Okay, Manafe, keep an eye open. So now I'm at a door. Do I go inside? Oh, that corridor ends. And doors are these 2 little pixels there. As you can see, it's a closed door. So there aren't any doors here. So what I can do is either, I think I'll play it safe. Well, although I still have 5 steps to go. I'm going in. I'm going in! Oh, it's a Fimir, I believe. Yes, a Fimir and an Orc. I'm going to, well, I'm just going to attack. Orc or the Fimir? How far away is the Barbarian? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps away from the Fimir. So that means I'm going to move him here and attack the Fimir. There we go. Yes! Slayed the Fimir. Fantastic. Alright, that was a very nice turn. Tony only rolls 5. Oh boy, this is going to take a while. 1, 2, 3, 4. But at least now I can search for treasure. I don't know if I did. I think I searched for traps first. I did not search for treasure with the wizard because... Oh no, it's another wandering monster. Of course, and it immediately attacks and it wounds me. Oh no. Yep, that can happen. Alright. I cannot move through enemy characters. And I believe furniture also blocks line of sight. So that's very unfortunate for the wizard. Can't do anything. So... yeah, he's gonna just skip a turn. We'll take our chances with the orc. Oh. Perhaps not the best idea. Oh no. Morka is having a good turn as well. But I rolled a 9 for the barbarian. Big D is moving in for the kill. Moving away all the way over here. Have at you, you filthy orc. Dead. Alright. I recently posted some HeroQuest miniatures in my Discord channel. If you are interested in seeing those, this is my Discord, if you haven't joined already. And yeah, so I've been painting the HeroQuest miniatures that I have. I have 2 boxes of HeroQuest. And yeah, I've painted those several years ago, which really got me into the miniature gaming and painting. Oh no, so many. So if you're interested, you know, go and have a look. They're pretty cool. Let's see if the dwarf can slay this orc. He can. Very well. Very nice. Okay. Well, next character. So Tony now has to slay that wandering monster. This orc that ambushed us. But he fails. This orc is prepared for, you know, looting adventurers coming into their lair and taking all their gold. Where do they think they are? Do I want to... You know what? Yeah. I actually... Yeah, I'm gonna try my staff. Although that is very risky with the wizard. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave him there. Let's see what. Let's just cast a spell. Let's cast a spell. I will cast a ball of flame, which I believe does 2 damage. But they can defend against that. I believe the orc rolls 2 dice in defense, if I'm not mistaken. Could be 1. So in that case, it's automatically a kill. It inflicts 1 body point, so that's a kill. There we go. Right. Well, I'm not gonna just barge in here with no actions left. So that's that. Haha, I've blocked the enemy's attack. But there's also an orc, and the orc wounds Mac, the poor dwarf. We are going to need some healing soon. Let's... Oh no, this is very unfortunate. Huh. The table and the dwarf are blocking my view, but... Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Oh, this is unfortunate. I'm just going to test it. I might just as well. I'm just going to test it to see. Or actually, can I move back? Oh, I can. I can. Because if I stand here, only one enemy can attack me, you know, on Morkar's next turn. So that is strategically a better choice. And I'm going to see if I can attack diagonally. No, too far away. That is a clear indication that the broadsword does not attack diagonally. Alright. Let's see if I can kill the Fimir. Yes! Well done! Well done, Mac. Alright, so I can still move. Let's see, what are my options? I can go into the small room in the north, or a bigger room in the west. I think I will check out the small room, but not yet, because I don't have any more actions. I'm just gonna stand there. Alright, Tony. Let's go. Could have done with a little bit more movement, because I will be stuck in the door opening now. There's nothing here. Oh, that's good. That means I can now search. There's a weapons rack, which is usually a good omen. I can search for traps. No, I'm going to search for treasure. A spear in the armory. A spear can be thrown. That's good. I was hoping for something better. Right. Well, if that's everything, because the other room is the room we came from, so yeah, I'm just gonna leave. Alright. Next is Morkar, so the orc there is going to attack the barbarian. Oh, he wounds him. I haven't found Ulag yet, even. Oh boy. Oh, and he blocks the attack. Oh no. Attack failed. Well, matters not. Mac is going to move into this room. What is behind this door? There is a bookcase, which is positioned very strangely to the left of this square instead of to the right against the wall. Yeah. Alright, so he's going to search for traps first, because the bookcase could be trapped, but there's nothing. So next turn I'll search for treasure and then move out. Alright, and now I'll search for hidden doors, but there's nothing, so I can just move away in the knowledge that there's nothing to find here. So that's good. It's just a dead end, and there we go. Alright, let's catch up with the others. See if the orc damages the barbarian again. Again. That's a fierce orc. Well now. Let's see if the barbarian's luck has turned. Come on. Yes. There we go. Alright. That means we can now move around. I will move to this door. And the dwarf will now search for treasure. Just a 2. Search for treasure. 30 gold coins in the cupboard and a potion of healing. That is perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Now I will hold on to these potions of healing until I really need them, because it's always better to use the spells, the healing spells. There's 2 of them. The elf has one and the wizard has one. If at the end of a quest you need healing, you spend those because your spells recharge after every quest, but your potions are gone. and you carry them over to the next quests. If you still have them. So yeah, that's always something to keep in mind. Alright. I think I searched here. So these guys are coming back from their adventure into the weapons room. And it's a big detail. So what is behind this door? More adventurer. We should be getting close to Ulag. And I think we have found him. Let's see. Oh boy. So this is Ulag. And this is his warrior, his bodyguard, a chaos warrior. It's not a big dungeon. But we need to kill him. Which is actually good because, you know, I still have some health left. And there's a treasure chest there. So let's see if we can slay Ulag. Oh, the attack failed. The attack has failed. I wasn't expecting on killing him in one blow, of course. He is a orcish warlord, of course. So yeah, this should be an interesting battle. Do I take out Ulag or the Chaos Warrior? I need to deal with him anyway. I'm just gonna move this guy over here and then attack Ulag. Because perhaps Ulag has spells and we don't want... Yes! I have slain Ulag! The dwarf has chopped him in two with his cleaver, with his axe. Well done, good dwarf. It appears that Tony, the elf, is not even needed in this adventure. Although he has slain some lesser foes, some greenskins. Let's go. Have we searched here for traps or secret doors? Nope. But there's nothing to find. Alright. The Chaos Warrior will attack. Ouch. And hurts the Barbarian. But the Barbarian is going to have his revenge, or at least we hope so. Oh no! Another failed attack. The warrior is getting weak. Barbarian is feeling the results of these wounds. So, he's not going to stick around. He's going to bravely run away. Strategic retreat. So, let's see. I'm going to search this room. Oh, I can't because I attacked. That's the end of my turn. Alright, dwarf. You have proven yourself worthy in battle. Let's attack. Oh no, this warrior is well shielded. He's well shielded. So now I could use a powerful spell on this Chaos Warrior, and I think I will. Yes, alright. The wizard. I don't really need to go there even for the spell that I am contemplating. So, you see, I have a spell. Nope. Oh no, I messed up. I messed up! No! I didn't want to do this. Oh no. Can I cancel? Can I please cancel? Oh no. Well, you done messed up, boy. You done messed up. That was unfortunate. Let's hope the dwarf can block the attack. No! It takes a wound. Oh no. Well, second attempt. Going in, attacking the warrior. And I have killed the enemy. Look at that. Awesome Chaos Warrior. Beautiful graphics. So we have cleared the dungeon, which means I can now leisurely search for treasure. But I will search for traps first, because that chest could very well be trapped. And there could be secret doors. The chest contains a booby trap, and you disable it. Good. And I will let the barbarian take the loot, if there is any. So we did it. That's good. That's perfect. Well, Tony, you can turn around, my friend, because there's nothing left to do except perhaps search the end of this corridor for treasure. And yeah, that's nice. We can head back to the staircase. So let me search for treasure. 100 gold coins. It is a shame I don't have 20 gold coins more, because that is enough to purchase the helmet. So we'll have to, yeah, try and find some more next time on the next adventure. And Mac is moving over here. Mac is moving back. There we go. Tony. This is a little bit of a boring part of the game after you've defeated everything. Having to backtrack towards those bloody stairs. But that's just the way it goes. In the actual board game, you can just say, well, we're done. We're done. You escape. You've done well. But you don't get to go back to the menu. Oh, come on. Oh, I have to move this way? Yeah, I do. So you have to escape the dungeon, and then you get the menu and the story, the little bit of lore that you completed the dungeon. I'm going to search for treasure here. Potion of speed. Alright. Very well. I hope everybody is enjoying themselves a little bit. And if you want to share some stories, go ahead. I love to hear what everybody is up to. It's Wednesday, my dudes, and that means the middle of the week. We have survived half of the week. We only have another half, which is 2 more days before the weekend begins. Huzzah. Let's see. Going that way. Going that way. And that way. There we go. The wizard is going this way. I could probably use, let's see, where are we on the map? If I move through rock, I could move through the middle room. See if something's there, but I have to have enough movement to move out of it again. Just out of curiosity, I could just try it. I could take a shortcut. I'll do that later. Might be fun. Now more cars goes over. There's nothing to do. 6 movement for the barbarian. There we go. Alright. Have we searched here? I think we have. So you can search the corridor again. Because either I forgot to search this small corridor or I searched it again. But I set off a trap. A booby trap, so yeah. Unfortunate. Mac only has 1 hit point left. I'm going to heal him with this spell. Hello, cat. I have a kitty cat here. Don't know if she wants to be on the camera, but here is... Nope, she does not want to be... Yeah, okay. I'll let you go. Don't worry. I'll put you back. She's camera shy. Alright. Quick, unwilling kitty cat cameo. Yeah. Meow. Alright, Tony is moving in. She's much happier in our little basket. She has a fluffy kind of pillow basket thing that she really likes. Yes, you are lazy. You're a lazy little cat. Let's see. Oh, to be a cat. So wonderful. Let me see. How many steps? I have 7 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can just go straight through the middle room into the next room. I think I will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'll just go. I'm going to try it. So I'm going to use. That's a earth spell, and he doesn't have the earth. That's the elf. I should have done it with the elf. Oh well. I can use Swift Wind and get there faster on myself. There we go. Because he's the one who's lagging behind. And there we go. And now I can... Next turn I'll have some extra dice to roll, basically. It doubles my movement. Alright. Now remember to check everybody's health before I exit. So Barbarian only has 3. And the Dwarf only has 1. So they both definitely need healing. Now one thing you can do, you can cheat a little in this game. And you can just enter any dungeon you've entered before, and it will be filled again. It will just be the same quest. But you can just heal yourselves with spells and then exit right away. So that's kind of funny. So if, you know, because technically in the board game, you heal up between quests. If you just finish one quest and you move on to the next, you're fully healed, you're fully rested, and that's fine. Tony also has 2. So I'm gonna use the healing spell on myself here. Heal body. Heal body on the elf. Yes, the spell worked. Of course it worked. So he's now back at 6, and that is his maximum health. So that's good. Now the wizard can move 18 steps. Hey Gassan, good to see you. I hope I pronounced your name well. Is it Gassan or Gassan? And I guess the PL stands for Poland. You can call me Gus. Okay, cool. Gus. Alright, I will wait with the wizard. It does indeed stand for Poland. Okay, my dude. Good to have you in. Thanks for joining. I've finished the second dungeon. Technically the third if you count the maze, which is kind of like the tutorial quests. But we went and found the Orcish Warlord who was responsible for kidnapping Sir Ragnar, and we killed him along with his Chaos Warrior bodyguard. We found some extra gold, but we have taken some damage. The game does have music. Last time we had music, but for some reason It's not playing. And I don't know what happened and why it's not playing that music. It's odd. I'll have to figure that out, because last time it just had music. Alright. Tony's good. Tony's fine. He's healthy. He's used up his healing spell, and the rest is irrelevant, so he's going to escape the dungeon. Yeah, I muted, and I'll try it again, but I'm sliding this thing around, but for some reason I'll just mess around with it again. Well, we're almost done with this quest anyway, and I don't know if I can stream for much longer. Yeah, he's just gonna stay here and wait. Thanks to the shelf unit, I moved all stuff off my desk, and I can finally move my mini painting setup back to my room. Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. Get some stuff done then. You know, if you have a nice paint setup that you can just sit down and start painting, then you actually get stuff done. Because if you have to, you know, clear a table, take out all of the paints and the brushes and everything, get the miniatures, get some cloths and a wet palette, or you know, some water to clean your brushes, you're like 20 minutes further along, and you know, there's not a lot time left to paint, sadly. So having that ready in a nice dedicated spot really helps. Hey Ren, welcome in. Welcome in, Ren. Thank you for joining. We've already cleared this up. I'll show you the map. So we started at the staircase here, and we went out through these rooms. My cat's calling me. What do you want? You want attention now, do you? You didn't want attention earlier. Come here. She's confused. She doesn't always hear me speaking English. And so we searched these rooms. We found some cash. We found some monsters. We took some damage. And then we found Ulag, the Orcish warlord who was responsible for kidnapping Sir Ragnar. And we killed him along with his bodyguard. And this is an emulated ZX Spectrum, which had the HeroQuest game, which I love. It looks like garbage, but it's just so nostalgic. It's just so much fun. It's literally the board game simplified. Well, the board game was already simple, but let's see. I have speed and a heroic brew, and that's it. So I'm gonna wait here because I only have 3, but I can only heal 1 with my 1 spell. So yeah, and the dwarf only has 1 hit point, so I might as well move him out and see what happens next time. Yes, my primary language is Dutch. I am Dutch. I speak Dutch. I speak our local dialect from Maastricht, which is a mix of Dutch, French, and German, more or less. And, well, thank you. Well, yeah. I mean, English-American accent, probably. But thank you for the compliment. I've mostly learned English from watching cartoons in the 80s on Saturday and Sunday mornings, you know. Transformers, G.I. Joe, Thundercats, you name it. I watched it. I got up at 6 in the morning, turned on Sky Channel, watched DJ Cat and all the cartoons, which was fantastic. I loved it. Cartoon Network is the primary reason I know English. Yeah, I mean, you learn English from watching TV. It just works. I have a 8-year-old son, and he watches YouTube videos of gamers, you know, playing Mario Brothers and Minecraft and, you know, all that stuff. But, I mean, he speaks English. He's 8. He hasn't had a single English lesson in school yet. He's still in, you know, what's that, primary school. And he speaks English, and he's getting better. Of course, it's still very simple English, but yeah, I mean, that's really cool. That it pays off watching English shows or whatever and having subtitles, at some point you'll just pick it up. And, you know, kids pick up languages very easily. Just have them speak languages. My parents used to take me to, you know, on vacation to Italy, to France, to Spain, and they just let me play with the kids there. And I didn't know English back then, I was just small. And you just started talking with these kids, and they would teach you their words. And you just ended up having a basic knowledge of the language after that holiday. And sadly, of course, you don't keep practicing, so you lose that again. But it helps. That's pretty cool. So Ren, what have you been up to? I caught a little bit of your stream earlier today, which was probably yesterday evening for you, where you were streaming with your wife and you were doing some cool classic games. I saw you playing some kind of bubble pop kind of game. Quiz and Dragons stream. Yeah, the Dungeons and Dragons beat 'em up. And quizzes with all kinds of questions I didn't know answers to because they were very American questions. But some of them I knew. I knew Roseanne. I was going to cast Water of Healing on the dwarf. That was a fun time. Yeah, I love quizzes. Actually, I have on my desk right here a Dutch, kind of like, this is kind of like charades, more or less. You just pick a word, and then you have to describe it with other words, but you can't use some words, kind of like that. But I also have some trivia, similar decks of cards with trivia games, which I very much wanted to review, but I haven't been able to play any party games with friends, because, you know, lockdown and stuff. Alright, so the wizard... Let's see, what else can I do? Should I wait and do something else? Fail Mist, Sleep, Tempest, Genie, Courage, Fire, Wrath. No. Alright, let us just escape. We're just gonna get out of here. Today, I'm drooling over the new keyboard I got myself as a treat. Ooh! Well, if you want to post a picture in the Discord, please go ahead. It's got 5 health. Because I would love to see that. I have a potion of healing, which I'm not going to use. I'm just going to keep it. 5 health is fine. Fire of Wrath, yeah. Broadsword. Thank you, Havoc, for posting the Discord. That's the Discord. You're all welcome there, and post all of your stuff there. Yeah, the links work. I've yet to set up a command that lists all of the commands. I've put the sound commands in the description below in Discord, but I still need to write a little command that does everything. Oh, that's the link to your let's have a look. Wait, I'll save this first. I will save this game because we made it out. There we go. Save that. Yes. Alright, and we will have a look. I hope it's safe. Oh, there it is. Look at that. That is a really cool looking keyboard. That looks very... what's the game again? With the Pip Boy kind of... That looks really cool. Very retro. It's really cool. Nice. Let's have a look at some different features. Oh, it's got RGB backlights. Fancy Fallout. That's it. Haha, thanks for the raid. Thanks for the raid, Ren. That is a really nice looking keyboard. I love that backlight. Look at that. Sweet. That is sweet. Triple connect. Oh, it's wireless, and it has some kind of... Is that a USB port? The F keys are banked forward. Oh yeah, I see. Oh yeah. Oh, this is the cable here, which you can unplug. So you can either plug it in or have a Wi-Fi connection. Apparently, I think. Oh, and it's easy to clean. Yeah, nice. That looks really cool. Sweet. Spendy. I haven't even looked at the price. Oh, that is spendy for a keyboard. Yeah, it's more than I would pay for a keyboard. I have a very simple keyboard. It weighs 2.5 pounds. It's like a Commodore 64. So big. Really want split keyboards. Yeah, the ones with where you can put your hands on two sides. I've tried that once, but I could not get used to it. Let's see. This button. Alright. Was a treat for myself. I've always wanted an official Cherry MX keyboard. I'm loving it so much. I can imagine. I can imagine. That looks really nice, man. Absolutely. Nice. You know what? We're going to just buy some equipment for our heroes. So the Barbarian has found 100 gold. He already has the shield. So there's not much else I can buy. A staff is useless for him. The toolkit is too expensive. I want the helmet, so I'm going to save for the helmet. Now the dwarf does have 200 gold. 200 glod. So, will he buy? Let's see. I can save up for something else, but having some kind of protective armor does help. We can just more easily take on the enemies. You know, more protection. It's an extra die of protection. So I'm going to get a helmet. And I mean, a dwarf needs a helmet, right? Getting the helmet. Alright. The elf. How come he's only got... I thought he had more. So he has a spear, which I sadly cannot sell. Ah, that's unfortunate. I wanted to give him a shield and a helmet as well. Well, you're going to have to wait. The wizard, stupid me, I searched with the wizard instead of the elf, and I found 100 gold. That's like the #1 top prize that you can find. And he can only buy a staff and a toolkit, and he already has the staff. So I'll save up for maybe for a toolkit. Alright, so we have bought more equipment. Yeah, I like that. I really like that retro arcade emote that you made, man. Your wife made those, didn't she? Really, really well done. Looks cool. Now. Yeah, she did. I'm going to say that again, since we bought stuff. And that is going to be the end of my stream. And I'm going to save that. I just wanted to play a short level here. But I'm glad you all stopped in. Thank you, Ren, for stopping by, and Gus, and Havoc, and Manafei, and who else was in the stream? And True Tony's, I think, was here for a second. But yeah, thank you very much for dropping in and for watching the game. And I will be back certainly next Tuesday. And I will stream some more HeroQuest, or maybe something else, I don't know. And there might be a surprise stream in between, depending on if I have time. So thanks very much for being here, and let's find someone to raid. So let me just switch back to the main screen, turn on, and we'll find someone to raid. So who's on? Let me just refresh this page here. So who is on that I follow? Fraz is online, King Argaroth is online, and Gmail is online. I tend to favor the underdog. So I'm going to raid Gmail. He's playing an RPG as well. Shining Fave? I think that's it's a Sega Genesis game. Shining Fave 2. Well, let's just have a look there. And I'll just open that up and see what's going on there. I will raid Gmail, who is a fun streamer as well. It seems no sound is working. That is very strange. Let me just check. Oh, I'll figure that out. Let me just first... Yeah, you were watching him Shining Force. All right. Watching play yesterday. Yeah, he's been playing this for several days already. Raid Gmail. I hope I typed that correctly. Yes. So, you know, drop in, just shout. It's a board gaming raid, or whatever you want. I don't have any emotes yet, so just go wild. True Tony's had a good suggestion yesterday, but I forgot it. Something like Heavenly Raid or something. Heavenly Raid, which I kind of liked. Yeah. So thanks again, everybody, for being here. I hope you had fun, and I sure did, and I'll see you next time, maybe with a surprise stream, or otherwise next Tuesday, and I'll of course see all of you in your own streams now and then when you're on, and enjoy the rest of your day as well, and I will hit the raid button, so there we go.